What's up, guys? It is Monday, September 15th. It's 1:09 p.m. and we're going to cover the charts. So first, starting off with Bitcoin, we're at 114,900, and basically kind of where we're at right now, we want to see hold. We have the 12-hour chart we're on right now. We have the market structure ribbon flip from red to green. Right now we're finding some support at it. If we do go any lower, I would say we'd want to hold at 113,500, which is the 2618 breakdown extension, as well as these previous highs over here that it took so long for us to get above. That would be a retest of that level as well too. So that's where I'd want to see us hold. If we go to the daily chart, you can see as well too, if we put a trend line coming up like that, it coincides right with that level as well. And the EMA ribbon, which is trying right now to flip from red to green. So to the downside, that's where I'd want to see us hold. And then on Wednesday, we got to keep in mind that we have the FOMC meeting as well too. And if we look at what else is going on, retail sales on the 16th tomorrow, and then the Fed meeting on Wednesday. So it's going to be a volatile week, a make or break week here to see what the reaction is going to be when they cut rates. So that's to the downside. To the upside, we want to break back above 119,000 to 120,500. This is going to be that critical concrete ceiling that we need to smash and hold above here, because we have the macro 786 from the high that we had set in August to the low that we had set in September, and the 2618 breakout extension from that 786 that we broke above in early September here as well too. So that's where we need to come up, break above, hold that support, preferably get a weekly candle body close above there. And then at that point, we can start to see potentially new all-time highs. If we look at the momentum on the daily chart, it's starting to get above the zero line, which we want to see. That's on the daily. If we look at the 12-hour chart, we've probably already gotten above it. Yeah, so we already gotten above, but we're starting to curl down right now. If you see back here, August 13th, when we curled down, we didn't curl back up really decisively until September 1st. So we really want to, if we do curl down like this, we want to curl right back up, just like back in July here. We don't want to see the 12-hour curl down sustain and us get below that zero line, because that will tell us some more blood could be underway if we do that. So it's going to be a critical kind of 24 to 36 hours here heading into that meeting to see a nice bounce and us get above these local highs that we had set just the other day. If we take a look at Ethereum on the left side of the screen, we go to the 12-hour chart. We do have a prepare to sell soon right now. That's not anything to worry about. We're holding the EMA ribbon and the market structure ribbon as well too. If we go to the daily chart, you can see that we're holding that market structure ribbon. We flipped it from red and now it's starting to turn green. We want to hold here as well too, because as you can see that we couldn't get above this level for basically the latter half of August. Kept getting rejected there. We finally broke above a retest right now at 4,500. The TSI on the daily has crossed up, but we want to see follow through. If we look at to the upside, where do we need to break above? It's going to be kind of where we got rejected at, 4,800, and then ultimately getting above 5,000 to 5,200. Holding above there will bring us to potentially up here around 7,800 to 8,000, which the orange MA on the snakes is at, the 4236 extension and the 1618 extension as well too. So that comes with us holding the line right now. If we were to come back down, really, I just want to see us hold 4,200, 4,100 at the lowest. If we do go any lower, our line in the sand is going to be 3,700 at that macro 786. So really, if we can see this 3-day chart get that TSI cross up, that's going to ignite the next big move, because you can see here back in July when we got that cross up, that's what did it. When we got the cross down in the middle of August, that's what sent us down. And we're still needing some momentum here to get this to turn a corner. So that's the 3-day chart. If we go to the 2-day chart, we're trying. If we go to the 1-day chart, we've already crossed up. We just need that follow through these next 36 to 48 hours. Looking at total 3, we came up and made a new high just barely. Now we're coming back down and we're at a key level, this horizontal resistance that was there since July, now support. We're at it, holding above right now. So this could just be a simple retest back down to then a trampoline pad to bring us up. So we have that upward sloping support trend line. We have the horizontal support now. So we have some support there coinciding, and now we just need to see that follow through, that momentum on the 4-hour chart, at least in the shorter term, to curl up above the zero line. And then on the 12-hour chart, on the daily chart, we want to see this not cross down but continue to head up. So that's where we're at with total 3. If we look at total 3 ES against Bitcoin on the daily chart, we did break above that belly of the beast, but now we're right back into it. We need to decisively break up above it and hold above. We have this upward sloping support like that, so only a little bit lower it can go. We need to hold it. And then we have this critical resistance that we broke above as well too, kind of like a retest right now as support. And if we go any lower, we have 0.036. So, and we have a 1 day prepare to sell soon. If we look at the 2 day chart, holding that market structure ribbon, the 3 day chart, holding that market structure ribbon as well too. And really, now's the time for it to really reverse and altcoins to take over. And we don't want to see on the 3 day chart this TSI cross down. We don't want to see that. We want to see this continue to the upside. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, we did start to break down and get into the belly of the beast, but now we've kind of reversed and we're right back up at that critical trend line that we've been holding as resistance since back in July. Really right here, we need to get rejected so we can see that continuation in the total ES against Bitcoin chart for altcoins to continue to outperform. Looking at others, so on the daily chart, looking at others, we came up into some resistance here with this trend line coming up. Let me hide the indicators for a sec. So we got rejected at that point. If we were to come down any lower, I would say we connect these like that. Our lowest we can go to is around 295 billion. But really where we're at right now, I'd like to see us hold because we did have a lot of resistance at this point here. So resistance kind of poked above in August, but it was a fake out. Resistance in August, finally broke above in September. This could just be a retest for then another trampoline pad to send us up and finally break above this upward sloping resistance since July. And then we can hold that as support. And then we can finally start to really go parabolic here to retest our highs from late 2024. Looking at the momentum on the 3 day chart, we're starting to cross up. See the stock RSI? So it's starting to cross up like it did in July. What will seal the deal as this momentum's heading to the upside is us getting above this 50 line like we did July 9th. We're kind of in this middle stage right here. We're right here, calm before the storm, right before we start to shoot up. So that's kind of like where we're at right here, kind of indecision right before all of a sudden a beanstalk candle. So yeah, this is the week where it's going to be that make or break, where we're going to see a firework to the upside, and we have the catalyst, the event on Wednesday to kind of set it off whichever direction is going to go. Being this late into the cycle, I would expect that we would see fireworks to the upside and we'd see this follow through, but this is crypto, there's always curveballs, but that's what I'm seeing. So looking at total crypto market cap, going to the 3 day chart, we got above this critical resistance that was here since July, got rejected by the 786 though, came back down, holding this support. We want to get back above 4.06 trillion, hold that support for a few days with candle body closes, and then we can start taking out these highs and heading to around 4.5 trillion will be the next level. We have the 1618 extension and the purple MA on the snakes. Looking at the 1 week chart to see the momentum, we came right down to that 50 line here, and you can see that we're now starting to cross up. So we need to see that cross up and see momentum to the upside, because if this starts to curl down and we cross down below that 50 line, that's no good. You can see back January 2025 when we went below, that was our brutal few months until April. We bottomed out and then we got above in May, and then we've bottomed since April. And now at this point, we need to see that continuation to the upside. If this starts to come down, that's going to be no good, because you can see back April 2024, that was, when things got shaky. Back here, it was months of drawdown. And then back February, January 2025, months of drawdown. So this is the moment of truth. This is the week. We need to see that fall through to the upside, and then we can get going to blow off tops. So let's just check on XRP. So on the 12-hour chart, we just flash a sell now, or on this current candle, we need to see that null and void. So we want to see that come up, the XRP get back above like $3.08 today. But if we don't, it's no biggie, because we don't have a 1 day prepare to sell soon or sell now. Those are the key ones to watch for. But where we're at right now is key. We want to hold above $3, and we need to get above that $3.13 level, hold with candle body closes, and then we can start to retest $3.30 to $3.35, and getting above $3.42 will ignite the next big move up to around $3.80 to $4. And the momentum on the 1 day chart is heading up here, which is good, but we're in that kind of calm before the storm period a couple days before, like in July, where you could see here we were just chopping our way up, and then all of a sudden, boom, we started to go. So I still believe we're in that chop on the way up. We need to see this start to go vertical like that. But I would say we're kind of like in this period right here. But once that green got above that zero line right here, July 6th, July 7th, if we go to the chart, July 6th, July 7th, that was here where we started to break out. And then a few days later, we got the green beanstalks. And now right now we're starting to see the green get above the zero line. So in a few days later, we could start to see those beanstalks. So that's what I'm watching out for. We're at some critical levels right now. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord if anything changes. But for right now, cautiously optimistic. So I'll see you guys in the Discord. Link is in the bio for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.